Welcome back to 5 Minute Drum Lessons, where we get it done in 5 minutes or less. On today's agenda, a little warm up. So, every time before we play, we should do a warm up, in my opinion. That may be controversial, it may not be. I don't know. But, maybe we can discuss it. But I think a lot of us do warm up a little bit. So, for those of you that want to, I'm going to show you sort of a beginner warm-up. So I've got the metronome on 65. I'm actually going to go down to 60. So basically it's just going to be quarter notes, 8 notes, 8 on each hand, still in eighth notes, 2 on each hand on eighth notes, triplets, sixteenths, and that's it. And depending where you're at, you might leave the triplet out and just work on the triplets separately while you do quarters, eighths, sixteenths. And so here we go. So you just start with your quarter notes. And usually I would recommend staying here for longer than you would think, just to really start getting the hands going. I haven't played one single note today, so this is a very honest warm-up for me. And this stuff too, if you're new to using the metronome, everything we're doing here are great places to start. And if you're uncomfortable with the metronome, start with quarter notes on the pad, and even going slower than 60 if you have to. And then work into eighth notes and go from there. So that if we were counting, we would be counting 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go into some eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. So on the eighth note, when you're trying to line up with the metronome, just remember the hand you're leading with is going to be on the beat with the metronome. 1, 2, and then you put in the eighths in between. 1 and 2, or you put the ands in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And now we're still going to stay at the eighth note speed, but we're going to do 1 bar on the right and then 1 bar on the left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And how long you do these things is kind of up to you, but just don't rush through it. Take your time and do a nice little warm-up, and keep in mind that anything you do with the metronome is going to help improve your time. So you're getting the hands warmed up, and you're also working on your time. So that's a good thing. All right, now we're going to do 2 on each hand. Right, right, left, left. Left, right, right, left, left. And you do this for a while. And then you're going to go into a triplet where you do 3 on each hand, 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and you can play them all even if you want, or you can put a little accent on them, however you decide to play them. The accent can sometimes help line it up with the metronome. Same with the sixteenths when we get there. And then we're going to go into sixteenths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2. So these are nice big strokes, but I can play it accented, which works as well and can sometimes help lock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So that's a nice little warm-up that you can go through. And as I mentioned, if getting in and out of the triplet is awkward, just work on the triplets alone with the metronome before working it into the exercise. And also, of course, obviously, I'm assuming here that we've worked on quarter notes with the metronome, 8 notes with the metronome, triplets, 60, everything individually with the metronome before linking them together. So make sure you have one at a time together before linking them. And then last, this is another one I like to do, you leave the triplet out, 2 bars of quarters, 2 bars of eighths, 2 bars of sixteenths, and you just cycle it. I'll do it twice as an example. 3, 4, 1, 2. So you do 2 bars, 1, 2, and then 2 bars of eighths. And that again, 2, 3, and then your sixteenths. You could add the triplet if you wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat. And then you just go through and you can do that, 2, 3, 4 times, whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, just some ideas for sort of basic warm-ups, but that work really well. And no matter where you're at, these are good things to start with when you're playing your first notes of the day. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Any questions, let me know, and see you on the next one.